Welcome to JK Mojo. So in this part 2 of parasummary, we are going to see a parasummary from CAT 2017. Alright, so we are going to do this set, and before beginning this set, I would give you some important pointers with the help of which you can solve any set on parasummaries that appear in CAT examination. So basically, over the years, you can say like in past 2-3 years, there have been a total of 3 questions on parasummaries. Yeah, 3 questions count up to 9 marks, and a very vital 9 marks which can make or break for your aspirations of getting into a school of your choice, right? So let us see some important tips and shortcuts which you can apply on parasummaries while solving them, and then we'll see an actual level question which has appeared in CAT previously. Alright, let's move ahead. So the concept of parasummary, how to solve this. So there are a few things that you should keep in mind while solving parasummaries. The first thing that you should be able to do is to identify the main subject. Alright, you should be able to identify what is the main theme or identify the main subject. Alright, and if this is possible for you, you should start linking the ideas. Alright, you should start linking the ideas in parasummaries. Alright, after doing this, you got to identify a summary for yourself. Alright, without looking at the options, you should make up a summary, a short summary, I say. Alright, based on the reading that you have done up till now. Alright, also eliminate all irrelevant options. Alright, so that most often in the given parasummaries that have appeared in CAT previously, most of the options can be eliminated, right? Either they give extreme answer options or inconsistent answer options which are not going with the paragraph. So these are the type of options that you can eliminate easily. Alright, so with the help of these few pointers, you can solve the parasummary very easily. Alright, so let us see the set that I was talking about. So as we can see, the question says the passage given below is followed by 4 alternate summaries. Choose the option that best captures the essence of the passage. So intentionally I have not kept options on this page because I want you to read the passage and interpret a summary for yourself, and then we'll see the options. This will be a very good exercise for you. Alright, this will help your thinking capability to go on to a newer level. So let us read the paragraph. A translator of literary works needs a secure hold upon 2 languages involved, supported by a good measure of familiarity with the 2 cultures. For an Indian, translating works in an Indian language into English, finding satisfactory equivalent in generalized Western culture of practice and symbols in the original would be less difficult than gaining fluent control over contemporary English. When a Westerner works on texts in Indian languages, the interpretation of cultural elements will be the major challenge, rather than control over the grammar and essential vocabulary of the language concerned. It is much easier to remedy lapses in language in a text translated into English than flaw of content. Since it is easier for an Indian to learn English language than it is for a Briton or an American to comprehend Indian culture, translations of Indian texts is better left to Indians. So basically, what they are trying to say over here is the interpretation of cultural elements is the major challenge, not the quality of language. Alright, and since it is easier for an Indian to learn the English language than it is for a Briton or an American to comprehend the Indian culture, translation of Indian texts is better left to Indians. Alright, so this is what it basically means. You can see over here, these are the lines that are very important. So what they generally, the author is saying over here is that understanding the cultural elements and interpreting them is more difficult than learning a language. Alright, also Britons and Americans find it very difficult to comprehend Indian culture. Alright, so Indians can easily learn foreign language, but it is very difficult for an foreigner, or you can say Briton or American as it has been mentioned over here, to comprehend Indian culture. Alright, so what the author is finally coming to a conclusion is translation of Indian texts is better left to Indians. That would be better. Alright, this is what it says. So basically, all in all, what summary we can interpret from here, that Indian translators should only be translating the Indian texts, right? Because of the cultural understanding. Alright, and which is which is a harder issue or a more difficult issue than addressing the quality of language, alright? Because quality of language can be learned, but understanding the cultural nuances cannot be learned easily. This is what the author means. Alright, this is what the summary that we have come to after reading the paragraph. Now let's jump onto the options. Alright, let's move ahead. Option number 1. While translating, the Indian and the Westerners face the same challenges, but they have different skill profiles, and the former has the advantage. I think so this option is very wrong, because different skill profile is not mentioned anywhere else. It's just that the cultural understanding of Indian culture is better understood by Indian translators. This is what the paragraph says. This is just adding something which is not there in the paragraph. So you should eliminate this option here. Alright. Second option. As preserving cultural meanings is the essence of literary translations, Indians' knowledge of local culture outweighs the initial disadvantage of lower fluency in English. Alright, option 2 does not touch on the idea that Indians should translate the Indian text, which we had captured in our summary. Also, the main point of discussion over here is that the foreigners are unable to interpret the Indian culture as much as Indian translators do. So this point is definitely not covering that, hence eliminated. Alright. Let us see option number C. Indian translators should translate Indian text. Alright. So basically this encompasses what we had in our summary, as their work is less likely to pose cultural problems which are harder to address than the quality of language. Yes, this has been mentioned exactly by the author, so we'll keep this option aside. Alright, we'll still check the fourth option and then we'll decide. Westerners might be good at gaining reasonable fluency in new languages, but understanding the culture reflected in literature is crucial. Indians remain better placed. Alright, option number 4 does not mention translation. Alright, and the paragraph does not say that Westerners are good at gaining reasonable fluency in new languages. This has not been said anywhere in the paragraph. This is just extra added thing over here. Alright, hence this option is anyway eliminated. So even if you could not make out that this was the right answer, we were still able to eliminate 3 options easily, and that left us with C option. But because we had identified the summary ourselves, and this was completely in those terms only what we had identified, your correct answer becomes option number C. Alright, I hope you have understood how we have step by step solved this parasummary question. So that's all in this video. Please visit us at gkmojo.com. Thank you.